94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadie ene wasuguso a wutie no yadamu nyina asema makwa ba in 3 minutes it will be 5 p.m. Yede kan dia toma nim so Honorable George Andah tenase nenyi ekanedin ho watenase member of parliament for Ewutu Senya West constituency, Deputy Communications Minister. Yeah, sure name says Sam Jata George Babekan ho and afi Nana Ofori. Honorable yeah the obeshas na yeah sure maybe Bank of Ghana na monwa omu etu. And minim say anamonwa ebia ka say necessary evil e ade ana e wo say ye. Ebi so hwe the effect on unemployment in the system because Utie Bank of Ghana figures on the man I just say so mo 347 per omo records around 3,000 staff, you know, and sadie but of course let's also put on record say Emube 155 the na Ekosiisen bank na good Asempa FM, you know, na omo ye insolvent and were out of operation dada into omo no they had no staff working with them. But 190 something Canadian, they were insolvent but still in operation. Where do we go from here, Honorable?
Okay, thank you very much. Obi, I'm the CCR at the Yema Bank of Ghana management. War share yes, can na war share the war sanitize banking industry.
Yes,
at the Yabo Wabado. Decisions now were taking or tough decisions, but or decisions are other you take in the best interests of the country. Say I'm the traditional banks in Ankasa would take a similar cleanup with traditional banks no more. The cost of that exercise was close to about 12 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
My warrior war microfinance sector no was there to cost about 7 billion cedis. It's unfortunate there in paying for
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Ejuma dam kind of ejuma ido wotum what no ho ma ejuman odru in such a state. There are there regulator obim na or close on down. To them I want to say about 43% of microfinance institutions now or less no don't want to say when you're in operation I want to say where operations that are. There I mean 39 of them institutions no so there I mean mainly were severe undercapitalization on the amount of sika there was a share where Juman Moon na on track correct on your due to on your up to expectation there were poor lending records where risk management so practices are poor now of course where poor so corporate governance policies into or necessary evil. The good thing there investors and other depositors ninyano where sika you're protected into there that is the joy another that's a positive thing of them exercise na in coffee bolus where Juma another worker Juma no way. But similarly in the case of regular banks no were consolidating ibunum lucy where Juma but ma lucy where Juma no on more sen inka total industry collapse another inka one merge banks now or today in once lose wage because of poor management. And most importantly in Kofuna the depositors in the ones who will lose where deposits. I'm the Kwan Papado in as much as in Kofuna lose wage but the wider interests of the Ghanaians have been protected. Azikra mesre there 1 year there I mean in Kwafuna were responsible for them institutions now we collapse na in Kwafuna was supervise them institutions and at that point in time went to far when nan in see foreman. I want so are there who there they are being sanctioned. I mean, or they another they are being prosecuted because yen tum far taxpayer nisika 12 billion plus another 7 billion on ya as a year plan for dam sike inkobutum we see schools are yen double track in dam sike butum lorry kwan ye complaining ye butum as I dam lorry kwan one district one dam dam projects in ye planting for food and jobs dam projects in ye dam sike would go a long way to help push the country forward as far as production oil concerned. They have dealt Ghana a severe blow. Okay, so in as much as regulator we're taking steps to avert any more serious issues from taking place. Now, we'll protect investors and depositors with Sikano. Other you the prosecution aspect of Nkofa, lawyers was that willfully causing them situation in the Rusi, and I'm the ones are there where you're held responsible.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Mibusa receiver, in this case, Mr. Nipa of PwC, I must say, no can mandate, in your man, so I say you depositors nisika, but he would make sure say all those who have to be prosecuted will be indeed prosecuted, and I think that's what Ghana for Bebrina. In the case of the banks, Nancy and the receiver and also the NIPA close to 60 court. Inti share both ways.
Say in the case of the banks, I'm the man paying in Ankasa a month, another 2 months ago. Or one of the speeches okay there on na home man in Kofana what cause them losses won't go scot free. Minister of Finance Nankaza so we make them statement into make sure that obviously within the shortest possible time under the proper legal process.
Mate, enti Honorable George Andah ne yete nkano. Honorable Sam George abeka ye sa e osu ono MP ewo Ningo Pram constituency. Honorable na etesen
Yeguru na wow we need ya. Koma shi nyamankoye how ni abebrese ni amane hono and a Jerry Ghana for Nancy Abayan day.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Ye ni etunyamiso. Say Bible can we will lift up our eyes to the hills. From whence cometh our help? Our help cometh from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Ye wojidi say nyamin so akache say senema our from ye beso efrena. Obey
na ya dane ye ho ye besu afre na ya dane ye ho afi ye mbone na so
ono so betie
obetie ye sufre
na I had to say
baby you doing the honey that stage in you do
see no baby I do no there it is ajesanyame wo kai ye 35,000 Ghana cedi notes our mampenyin Rollins wo kai jinyame because we the agensem ye man penyin any ne swafo no wo mo hu so they don't know what they are doing. Say no or minor there we are in autopilot and we are threatening on the doldrums of distraction.
Hey
me catch you
but for question how can you say
oh massa when them say as recently as 2.5 years 3 years ago I was abaying the mono ye chichiche alata for Nigeria for one more disika kese ba Ghana say one pese one be Ghanaian passport
Ekosiisen on Asempa
say Ghana ye share ma Ghana for eko Nigeria eko ye fake document ye Nigeria passport Nigeria ama ya deport e bi mo
and I say I won't know if it's because of the situation in our country now
how no now how we try one
no, but the point more critics and so can they say some people have been this administration, at least the management of the Bank of Ghana now, are you bold to embark on Neoma Newasanka Moya Mwanye. Amaya Babidu baby Babidu. In the movie say you cannot lump Obia together and say so moon. So at least the Bank of Ghana is showing some good signs.
Would and no one here Juma or UT Bank. and a Capital Bank, and a Heritage Bank, and a Construction Bank, a Dinkobo, and a Beach Bank. So one share ya ombe show asum.
Oh,
asem we ya wakai.
Oh,
say Bank of Ghana Ti na me George Asia one other platform. Ye disan come we ya. Ti you could have fixed the problem in the banking sector without necessarily collapsing the banks.
Really?
Oh yes, it's happening in several countries. Nigeria, Nigeria, one ba have the way I see here in Yamano.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
You look at the consolidation of the banks. You look at strengthening the internal structures. And na yesha here, because this report about the weaknesses in the banking sector ever out in 2015. 2015. We shared the steps a Bank of Ghana started say take. There were two routes. I can't and Bank of Ghana bet to me. Don't think about Ghanaians. Collapse the Ghanaian business. Kill Ghanaian banks. And then who kill Ghanaian banks na Ghanaians when we Juma was our banks when we fear and found and claim that you are cleaning up the system. But she say share Ghanaian banking sector nemo. Na bisa who say Ghanaian banks na what banking system necessary. Sa collapse of banks have basically been targeted at Ghanaian banks. Bisa who say e banaseng na yehwe mu a Bank of Ghana beka the reason Bank of Ghana press conference Dr. Edison Eddie announced the collapse of the revocation of some of the licenses say liquidity asset ratio below the stated threshold.
Yes.
Liquidity asset ratio no na
Ekosiisen on Asempa
na say sika bank no wo no any a car unkofo di bank no wo hwa a car wo mo di bank no abeboro sika bank na nkasa wo mo vault no na say eno ntia bank no hwan na di wo mo ka wo mantia ama sesia a cab ye di bank no abeboro bank no ne sky wo.
Yeah, but so utie deputy governor of the bank I say even if the government commitment to these banks no otuano and there still that will not be enough to save the banks.
And na mudi am I nkasa tinting say Unibank ni wo mo court.
Yes.
On the same matter because Unibank chere which is one of the banks chere say a car ye di wo mo no even from government sectors say government tua wo mo liquidity asset ratio will be better than the limited the minimum requirement wo mo license anymore. And so you see, don't take everything the Bank of Ghana says to be true. The Bank of Ghana has really very little credibility when it comes to these issues because Bank of Ghana now.
But that's not fair. No, when you've not provided any counter.
Say hold on, but then
no problem. I mean to you.
It's not the same Bank of Ghana
on Asempa
FM. Deputy governor, maybe governor.
Okay.
Governor nankasa or pay mu nankasa or Bank of Ghana. Oh no, can I say collapse of bank no will not lead to job losses? One say okay at the press conference or can I said the collapse of the banks will not lead because or say they were assimilating all the banks into one consolidated bank. There will be no job losses. One can. Nipa 13,000 I want to lose one more jobs from 9 banks 13,000 direct jobs.
Unya figure ni free.
Oh, Obi.
Honorable meet you.
Me MPO.
Yes, sir, no the emfa.
Me what constituents I want you join us bank no.
O constituent ni 13,000 ni na your constituent.
Ade me can say anka no dey say opa me free studio. But we deal with the people. And there've been studies that show 13,000. You look at the
studies by who?
Civil society.
Which civil society?
Obi, this is not a far fetch. For 9 banks,
Yes.
What were their staff strengths? Accumulated.
No, are you saying no staff from those 9 banks that were consolidated banks? Me question.
Georgie Casano.
Yes. Yes.
We are common.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Mami, make a point.
George,
yes. George, any could you upon come from catch us anytime baha. Make us chicamanum. Mami flow.
Please.
Me catch us a me engine to make me mom near catch everyone. It's a very simple thing, Obi. Yenfa the total staff strength of 9 banks. No. Now for the total staff strength of Consolidated Bank. Now striking off no ube difference. No. Do you understand? It's not a difficult thing to do. And say Bank A employ 4,000, Bank B employ 3,000. Sa now fanina now the abom. The 9 banks, no. Then you would have seen what their total staff strength was. Now Consolidated Banker I bet take you over all the 9 banks, no. Sharing staff strength. You will see the differential. The differential is 13,000.
You've done that.
Oh yes.
And it's 13,000.
It's 12,000 and some. And
you stand by that figure?
Oh, definitely. I'm challenging the Bank of Ghana to come out with contrary figures. Now, Obi, check it. Sa Nkrofa wome luzi wome juma. The average Ghanaian, ewo ne yere anane kuno ewo mami eno. The average Ghanaian, ni mami eno. Ni papa ni mami wo ho a nasew. Even if you say that each of those people is responsible for 5 other people, that's 65,000 Ghanaians whose direct source of livelihood have been affected. That's the reality. That's the reality on the ground, Obi. Now, you ask yourself, say, when, maybe say earlier question, say, why in this a bank's waker? Contractors. And the reason why most of the banks that have failed, it is not because Ghanaians are bad managers. But it's simply because those local banks, the Ghanaian banks, SMEs, small and medium scale enterprises. International banks, to SMEs. They look at big ticket items, international transactions, government bonds. So if you look at most of the local borrowing government dance, the funding is coming from international banks, not local banks. Most of government's local bonds it floats, and almost all of government's book runners are the international banks, Nigerian banks, and the British banks. But the local banks, and I mean, you can give credit where credit is due. Many of these Ghanaian banks started taking off when you had President Kufuor's what we call golden age of business. Sometimes I'll say banks don't discount it.
Ekosiisen
local banks.
Asempa
you give credit to President Kufuor for doing that. Opening it up and allowing a lot of these banks to flourish. And they chased Ghanaian businesses, local businesses. Now, the Nigerian and foreign banks are comfortable loaning money to government and then interest also and make their profit. But who supports the Ghanaian contractor? Abainsi your person besi community day senior high school. Abainsi your person be coin free ha ewodomi kwabenya. Oma contractor Sikana a contract now. It got to a stage. Aban say Oma will contract car Oma mobilization. One kasa contractor no compare mobilization na year jumano. Now who receive first certificate na aban etu ya. The rationale behind that was that at the point in time, no woman mobilization now contractors need be adjourned with Sikano. Fine. Contractor be call bank with nearby contract because a buying Ghana buying a Ghana business or board no be approve say je na koya buying ejuma ebe boa Ghana mine na aban no tua wo car Sikano you open an escrow account with the bank. One of the banks are 1 year pa Unibank. You open an escrow account with them and it's a finance to your car. Sikano fat through bank no and a bar the one more to service the facility. Na nyaka no contractor no umfaso no ye the mount. One sa abai aketua no a delay. A bed delay. Some of the contractors are owed in excess of 5 years across governments. Yanka no cre. What you must say? Obi na yare we I will studio we ya. Ade. Then na akonya no mo na ye perform. Ade Obi dey na ye we ho. What selective vision now? Abai mamo. Who's in Ayeshe? Obi dey. But how you Roman Catholic? But unim.
Despite weighing are you saying, sir, from the main banks and the Bank of Ghana ATSC microfinance institutions move be a Bank of Ghana so far saving depositors in the case of the banks almost 1.2 million depositors Osha microfinance for the year 900 million Ghana cedis and the government are making available to deal with the issues there. What they also who at the papa bia on.
Obi. Ko be sagana fo a wo sika wo na ye friend consolidated bank sia.
Yeah.
Ko be sa wo say or how near by say ben na wo fam me me account of 2 of the affected banks. Capital Bank and Unibank. At times who call bank who frail manager cry say who pay 5,000 Ghana cedis and a consolidated bank 5,000 who call car woman.
Hey, we sure.
I'm telling you. Now who call hobium now and that the mini George another platform me can you find say I me 5,000 cedis me Capital Bank account and I me 4,000 me Unibank account.
Unibank.
Say I consolidated bank na and say me sika no den 9,000.
Yes.
Me call say na me 4,000 for Unibank, not 5 for Capital. Me call into a former Unibank branch.
Yes.
A hono na me 4,000.
4,000.
Now me see me pay 6,000. Chira say mo mama me 4 na wo ha no. Na you 2 na wo ha say mo aye bank ba ko.
Yeah.
Enye. Aji say me gi 4 ha.
Na me
kwaji 2 ha. And consolidation be na akoso. Na eno krapo wo mo ni bi a wo de be ma liquidity to the issue of liquidity. Now ye be microfinances no one Bank of Ghana say one more ye dormant no me the Bank of Ghana ho nchi ne wo ho say one more ye dormant na wo nyi djuma bioma say ye nukre say one more ye dormant because eno krapo we need to find out if it is true that they are truly dormant. But if it turns out that the Bank of Ghana's position is true and that they were dormant, then the Bank of Ghana revoking their licenses has done no wrong. And that's about 150 something.
Yeah, 155.
Then there's 197 or 192.
Yeah.
197.
Or Momo the end.
Almost say
they were insolvent but
in operation.
Yeah.
Maza. What them say at the last monetary policy committee meeting, the Bank of Ghana itself admits so many of these microfinance institutions are facing insolvency problem. Esan say wo musika a lock up e wona universal banks are wo collapse. Because uti your banking system nasia and your financial system nasia, the Ghanaian financial system is heavily interrelated. Microfinances no bebre do musika egu instruments e wo universal banks.
Yeah.
Now, because 9 of those universal banks are collapsing, especially Ghanaian banks, many of these so-called insolvent microfinances, Wamusika are lucky. Was our banks no. If the Bank of Ghana claims, and this is where you see you expose and I expose the dishonesty of the Bank of Ghana in claiming say they have taken care of depositors' money. The microfinance institutions are not even able to access their monies and their funds instruments that are locked up in what is now Consolidated Bank. And unkofopa wo musika from microfinance ho nesika na nesika wo Heritage Bank and na nesika wo Unibank. Say no onto me oko Consolidated Bank ni nsanka nesika.
But you are not saying say all the microfinance institutions ni nyina no musika lock here e universal banks.
There's no way I can make that allegation.
Okay.
But I'm saying to you that some of those who are suffering this shutdown now, it's not due to any fault of theirs. It's the same way the universal banks that were shut down. Sanka abain, sanka omampenyin na nado danko Kufuado. Ni bosha oshe ewo engineer center. Ewo Roman Ridge. Engineer Center, Ghana Institute of Engineering. Yeah. Sanka Bosha Oshe wo on the 15th of October 2016. Oni AGI ni contractors Eshaye.
Yeah.
Oshe omubo say in 100 days. In 100 days. Ekabia aban ediwomo no obetua ma omo. Ama ora Dr. Baumia na be de ebetina mu studio ha. Joy FM. 100 days no or can 101 promises 101 promises no bakun a ewo mu no ni say wo metua contractors ewie abrasa time no penny yentua enti say when tua contractors no wo tua contractors no se kan enko wo fra contractors no say wo mfa wo mo kotoko emba finance ebejisika no wo di be fa bank ne mo bank no bete ne de a eye eka wo se wo mo de no Sasika na wo mo je no se microfinance for no so ba se wo mo instruments are wo fixed deposits near their treasury bills wo universal bank no ho no amateur say wo mo bagia sika ye de be microfinance no sika aban etua contractors a bank na gini and say aban anye nia esese no the government is the sole reason. The government of Ghana is the sole reason for the collapse of the Ghanaian banking sector.
That is when Honorable Sam George thinks the whole issue with the financial yeah, that is when you think the whole issue with the sector no a car buying the contractors. For example, so what kind PwC ni boldest report now, and even the Bank of Ghana itself, what kind statement Governor needed to when he was announcing the revocation of license of our 5 banks now for Unibank and some of the other banks now, already the issue of insider trading and the fact that related party loans any other to the tune of over 2 billion. Ghana's. I mean, you cannot discount that.
Tobo.
Mobile CCR. I am pedo clear you na mobile CCR.
Minya. Loaning to related financial institutions and your criminal offense.
No.
Fantastic.
And your financial institution.
Related or associated or affiliated institutions to the financial house.
Yes.
And UFA, for example, Unibank. Now for EIB.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Loaning money to EIB.
Yes.
Which may be related to in the same part of the same group of companies. Unibank, no. It's not criminal. It's not a criminal offense. So long as due process has been followed.
In the case of those banks, due process was not followed according to the Bank of
Ghana. The banks are challenging that position.
Okay.
What must say? The banks are challenging those positions in court because they are Ministry of Communication. May you see one as example because of each of the agencies under the ministry, when the budgetary allocation Parliament are approving. But some of the agencies under the ministry to meet generate IGF
on Asempa
a bro allocation, parliamentary allocation, ebikra NG parliamentary allocation. Woman kasa wo IGF. Edru baby ministry no so wo musika amba free finance. Wo to be call a sister agency under the ministry. Ebobosua. Say we dey man say ye koye program we ye sika no ba ye dey be credit o.
It's not that simple with in the financial sector.
What I talk about?
Because of the regulations from the
and
Bank
I'm saying they follow the new
regulated
process.
Industry.
Say they follow the new process. To me can say but see the reason why the Ghanaian ask yourself why the Nigerian banks have not failed. Now me wrap it up. One see woman raise the last MPC. One see woman raise 1 billion for the microfinance. Woman can report say a car 7 billion. And the Banasa now catch me say out of 7 billion cedis. Ghana cedis. And a woman raise 1 billion Ghana cedis. Ultima say, and say what raise 1 billion Ghana cedis. Abra wow report say a car is in the region of 7 billion. Even though you are yet to have the receiver
and the
receiver
and say they would have to finish before.
But at the end of the day, before you even go ahead, you have an idea. The region, and the region is been put by the Bank of Ghana at 7 billion. Only 1 billion. And the Ebanese now catch say you have secured the deposits of depositors.
Okay.
Because 1 billion out of 7 billion. Tell us me 700 Ghana or Obama me 100 Ghana pay. No.
My member colleague ho. Na Honorable George Andah. Some are raising some very interesting point, but Madam Fubi
factual.
But say
kind of factual.
Interesting factual.
Interesting and factual. Factual don't count.
Madam Fubi send them a link. Na link no yeah my joy online store say Nigeria Central Bank revokes licenses of 182 financial institutions. And that was immediately I will make it a point that Nigeria crowd yes I knew many be ever hono and
liquidity support to those that were due it.
And a similar thing was done in Ghana, no?
Why? Who have they given liquidity support?
But under your administration.
Absolutely.
And when we saw they didn't manage that well.
They are taking Nigeria is taking our step.
Honorable 18 Maminteo.
Obi, I'm the some George Opedo confused Asem. It doesn't name in another station.
Okay.
And Oka Dam Asemi there or bank accounts or 2 of the former banks.
Ekosiisen on Asempa
Sika. Bifi studio na who they be sending message. My main can messaging. Nipa was sending message in friend or say Akuto Ofi for no south,
Okay.
west. Ossie, please tell Sam that he's telling untruth. I have an account with Unibank, but I withdrew money just yesterday from Beige Capital. He's telling untruth. In fact, I have been withdrawing money from both.
Let him finish. Oh, Nyabutre, let him finish.
In fact, I have been withdrawing monies. I've been drawing monies from both Capital and Beige Bank as a customer of then Unibank since their consolidation. Obi messaging.
But also the authenticity of this
message.
Authenticated from the bank.
Okay, from the bank,
yes,
you mean?
No, Obi. Text message.
Obi. No, but unim say, but honorable Samjo, Obi.
Say I'm America, sir.
Yeah, I want to kasa.
Okasa my interrupt. Okay,
Debi,
all say a guard na make it on shenu ye no Obi pra. I am Obi pra.
Some
Eti Oyampa. There's nothing to show. Sebi. In Kankofukra text was send messages there. Once when you had a similar experience onya, in ka yiboti ma kede oyanokor. And Okadamino, I mean, since then there hasn't been any clarification, another support for statement they're making. Moving forward, Nankasa Norkade collapse bank see inka ade yemohon sika na wojina wenado. Oyemi there is one wo. The catch and the necessary damn process no in the administration they did it over and over again. Well, bank see Bailey on out over several times. Okay, over several times. Inti say ipede in your different results, you cannot be expecting to be doing the same thing. Now you expect the benya different results. Okay, the Nigeria that means you wo in is our one wo bio. Inti the manyankopon in some na mezebra kan inti manyankopon ozi fa awo wenum na orka. Ochancho. Okay, I know Ochancho. He's been untruthful. One kasa kanazi Nigerian banks licenses were withdrawn. Were licenses. Okay, and indeed.
For how many? And how many did they give liquidity support to?
Let him finish.
Damazi when see when Nigeria da. It's Nigeria one withdraw license. Damn kind of nipa some George.
Note it. I'll give you the opportunity to react. I said your non so no just note it. Why?
Inti Nigeria banks in ebia pet mama pen the paper. Inyishi abatro onya pobia. Obi. Yes. Obi say inti more can onyanokor. And Obi say bekaya them banks here we collapse. Bank of Ghana mohon a timeline there won't recapitalize.
Yes.
Okay. Ibinum to me will recapitalize wakaji sikafi we shareholders na nkene where you're in good standing. Ma when watch you on when to recapitalize. Into abazi bill na pay under the current circumstances pay the Bank of Ghana where na obi all kade abanizo hon call into na where ratios in all look bad. And the fact of the matter is that even Mawana Abanzi Hong Kong, say Aban Tiadam Sikana, they'll still be unviable.
But still, a Kawada Bentia.
Obi. There's no dispute about a Kawada Abantia. And once those banks have been consolidated, no, still the responsibility of Aban will be done. Okay, but the fact of the matter is that is not the reason why damn banks why you're insolvent. Another damn bank will collapse. That's not the reason why. Okay, if a UT bank, okay, if a UT bank, Obi, Sam George on Kanwana Noye, the highest debtor of UT bank. Oya nankasa nipa. Oya nankasa nipa, na nipan oya bana.
oya abana me pada mo bonizin but onyim American
me nyim den
wunyi pan no ozi UT bank account wunyi pan wana wunyi pan no
masa dabi
ona ana no ozi UT bank account
nipa ben
dam nyi pan wunyi me ona ozi UT bank account dam nyi pan na was there in Bribi president Fra board bank in the board and more directions there one ma a big loan say it I'm story no
it was captured in the Borders report.
Yeah. Okay there was dam nipa no ye
who needing onboarding there
oh they be me pede mu bodin dam me din mumbo inti ma also market and oyen record now obi sebi
already critical issue
obi too mama kasen we obi
meba let him finish let him finish
what's the question no
meba my question is we there all kind of I will still ask the question obi, don't worry
your friend there and there ame na nana na Sam George na awo ye adwuma wo ha ye adwuma wo ha na kwesu chum Touchwood or say or your restructuring based on restructuring Sam George on coffee na our operation no unto me better unto me jina hoye but that step no already taken Sam George bokofie but obo protect army na nana yejuma sebi nyanse nyim chinde kwesu chum obetina ho ma business ni nya akofom na ame na Sam George na nana awonkoso awankasa so akofie nyanse nyimana obi nyanse nyimana
it makes sense.
It makes absolute sense. Okay, so what is Sam George talking about? The fact of the matter is that the banking sector not a war situation at the year clean up. Okay, the fact of the matter is that current governor of the Bank of Ghana and management team will take bold steps. We sanitize banking sector, regular banks and masisiano confidence in the economy. After inka confidence in the economy, inka last time you call for bond no inka yenya dam success na yenyen. Inka yenya dam success na yenyen unprecedented. Obi unprecedented. In so one went to manya na yeria mombo ya badu.
Two issues. Before Bank of Ghana would take a move to collapse the banks and consolidate them now when you plan because no when you do it some staff will be affected. What was the plan to take? Because actually even UT Bank, the capital banker, the guys had to fight left, right, center just to get entitlement due on Asempa. It was as if there, okay, yen focus was okay, yen secure depositors one fund, but staff needed nothing. Obi. And some raise another point about why they target local banks on unswear.
Obi. I didn't make a joke there.
Yes.
In the process, and Sana, Bank of Ghana will take away final decision. What might each of the banks a period they won't recapitalize. One share foreign banks win him, then one share local banks win him. In any case, local banks will consolidate local banks. And he said local banks will consolidate to one bank. Okay, how they to make brace point there? Yeah, target and Bank of Ghana target local banks. It doesn't make sense. Why they have been consolidated into consolidated Bank of Ghana? Okay, it is possible there. The process had challenges in terms of the execution. Okay, now at the end of the day, whoever it is or manage bank the decision that we take in the best interest of banking business and adon esimesi ade wokofi na yetum ye keep other nkofo. It's not something that we are happy about. But at the end of the day, it is better than letting everybody go home and sanitizing the economy and sanitizing the banking sector. That is what he's failing to realize. And I'm surprised there are no back there. One bill on, no bail out on your government tax, on your taxpayer. There was a bailout. What bail out and Abba Bank no team was saving. Bailout out. Yes, wasn't my banks and about results no what to deliver. It don't never catch and then boss be not there. On here about the effort to. Boss, we're very frank, Damali. From Mr. Damali, greetings, sir.
Or about results.
Stay, Mr. Damali. Otuma mo ejuma. E bet na one na fon anofa aye juman sa na pa entuma ye juma na omba wabado. But omo ejuma na say 10 minutes po na esbeye dam ejuma na ababa wabado. It's about the results. It's not necessarily about the effort. It is a putting effort, no waste taxpayer nisika. Sebe. I am wrong. E do I wrong. Ayaba e pray so here wrong. E pray education. Na sebe why? Abro benyi.
Mame nase.
Abro benyi. In the midfield there. Oh yeah, ni nwa be de ni kobo number. Ba hwe mo ye. Shamoye in the name in wada ye juma wada mijin na bobo number shamoye
you are done juma
Sam George they be because that time they say obi because any that no number mu in the was mu so mu mic no another over studio
Ekosiisen is new Asempa 94 Mama na no for real kwaba na mama some few minutes in the nakasa we have some few minutes to also react. No for real na change amount. They will change it for you. Relax. Honorable member of parliament, we will change it for you. Now no for real kwaba out then.
Yeah, video do.
Bibi aboko.
Yeah, do. Minya Honorable Andah. The nickname is Suge Knight. And Minya so boxer from Santon. It's was Suge Knight now boxer from Santon. Oh studio.
And it's a one thing.
It's a one thing. Minya don't find that over there. As a boy can see me that I father I offer the democracy. In as a fair one. Ubi action engine.
Yeah.
And was a nine different ways what you could a jamwa choose a court. Banking sector issue I reckon.
No, let my own year. I'll give you your time. I'll give you your time.
Direct. And there you were boxer for Chateau. And there there are 1,000 ways to kill a cat. And it'll be a war on the ideology and the philosophy of the age. As I have absolutism, there is the only way. Without this way, there can be no other way. Or you will be in a philosophy in why implement it says here. On the philosophy now, why implementing, or the only solution.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Nation bien you are. Wotum akwenenyim. Unprotect indigenous businesses, financial institutions, and otherwise. Minya Honorable Suge Knight.
Honorable Nenyi Andah.
Suge Knight, the kind of Suge Knight. Tupac, producer.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Jordan, that I have a friend.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Suge Knight.
Oh, okay.
Now, Unya, there no nation be anywhere was survivor on protecting indigenous business. And waka Huawei wasem on the international market. Waka Samsung wasem. Na yaka GE wasem, yaka Apple wasem. And look at the international war and politics, economic politics are
between US and China
around businesses are of different countries are. Every country all support any business or protect any business. Maybe there on hindsight, the banking sector
on
issue,
Asempa
and go
FM.
to my handle it differently.
Dan Mawaye, yeah.
Yes. When you make a venture, a government bonds here working once. The investment with contractors, a kwana year fado. Classrooms are a more former team we use bridges are and crofo fado. And as in most of the work, was by local financial institutions. Or by local financial institutions. Now, today, most of the contractors were Ghanaian contractors. Nyamina dum ebima be multi-millionaires. When you have opportunity under normal circumstances, so call financial institution there called the facility to undertake a project. Or there will collateral on an average, or there 2 to 1. Sebeji million cedis. Financial institutions what the collateral of 2 million cedis. Most of the financial local contractors now want to partake in big contracts because now what's the one thing on your it's in my local financial institutions where what you undertaking from government
Asempa FM.
there say ibet sikama mini Assam Georgia pay it into this joint account. Because of the joint account, so only collateral cry or 2 to 1 financial institutions no more scan to undertake the project. Or local contractors, the opportunity will be grow. Will be kesi. Will be shawamba wa ye juma more. Will be to cars a big cars drivers when you sika. Ma wa build wa support the economy. Oh yeah, it was a boom. Local contractors be sorry, because of local financial institutions. Look, your financial institution, Barclays Bank, were called Boku. And they were going fee Boku when there were problems. But local financial institutions were called Hokubwe to support the local businesses. Therefore, as I okodo or a bibi okodo, but the way it's been handled, Emi now obia yini sika from local financial institutions more to foreign institutions.
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
Until a policy. Now, at the end of the day, the policy seems to be favoring foreign institutions more than local institutions. Therefore, they yesterday.
And are you saying that?
Or they re-examine
for nationalist sentiment in tea? Say local financial institutions.
Not for nationalist sentiment. No, tiny. For sound, proven, tested international best practice.
Yes.
Supporters are your
good. But the point there,
I can't love somebody more than myself.
In your quest to support and trade there one infractions be good.
Exactly.
Corporate governance in your
my history of business in the world. At the law against monopoly. There in impact where international a whole sector. Do you know when it came about? In the Western world, no one practicing. Most of the businesses no be huge, multi-conglomerate. One more pull up everything. We'll develop it to a different level, no. And some of them remember there, why too powerful. You're breaking it up.
Yeah.
Into me copy blindly. Now and allow institutions not to grow and make mistakes. Therefore, there has been world meltdowns all over the world. The local businesses, even the US, UK, and other, were mistakes. But the state came to support them, not to destroy them. We must be careful. There's a fine line of weeding out bad nuts. Then there's another thing there. It destroys local. I was a Ghanaian. You need confidence in Ghanaian companies. How can we as a nation move forward? We have to be careful about that. We have to be careful about that.
The decision to consolidate 5 banks, no, papa.
Oh, we have to. May say there are 1,000 ways to kill a cat.
Okay.
And this way, I think, can be other ways. And the other way is American and because they are America.
Okay.
Because when they are 1 year, to raise a certain minimum capital requirement. The history of this thing in our financial institutions, you know, it be me amount 3 years. It be me amount some time to raise. So within 1 year in two. That's a government or coach a bond. Oh, yeah, 5 years. Just a government now could borrow 5 years to solve a problem today. So I also about 2 years. Maybe I can also solve it. Anchor debt. Not all of it will be on our neck. Since your receivers now are saying that they can't of 10 billion now will be receiving. They have received less than 1 billion. Also, why a big problem? Oh yeah, taxpayers' problem. Our court Nigeria is taxpayers' problem. We don't have the money. And it is a extra year and can solve. Some of the issues are very bad and horrible, must be dealt with according to his merit. But I also think that or they put to Ghana first. The Ghana company. In there, most Ghanaian companies have not lasted more than 50 years in this country. British tobacco, they will finish. Most Ghanaian companies have not been able to survive 50 years. But multinationals have been here for 100 years. And cool.
And build generational
we can build. We must have a certain philosophy. You love Ghana first. Say Ghana first, and you focus on that. Then you can help. As I say, because in this dispensational year, there are people who are authorities are players in the industry. I want to ring fence, what businesses and what corporate bodies. Is it fair? Or fair? We are all on the same playing field. All of a sudden, advantage has been given, and the a player and the referee at the same time. You cannot quite. Some of those things on your president issue or on your government issue, but some of those things are being done right there in our faces. And the job losses are real. We have to say lose will be a or bank, even 1,000. Until they say will be a odo another way baby who when your office be an cotton what suits now what ties now what to turn one wrong baby. Because in your replacement job, say, and so all of those things, me patch there are 1,001 ways to kill a cat. Some of the ways, or then because many people have been affected directly by this. And I mean, make some words on it, or you're straightforward. We need to find ways that look, the more microfinance institutions that when you work with, all these Ghanaian companies, do you know what is happening? There is a certain distrust that is now pervasive war. Your financial world,
But because over 100 microfinance institutions are one they are still in operation.
Asempa FM.
And when there was a or why poisonous. And so because there in him wire poisonous right now the challenge is that the Ghana brand has been tainted in the financial world. People are afraid if majority of the numbers are close, is about half of the number or opener. What do you think there, obviously?
Half full or half empty, and Shana there with these moves, why my confidence about financial, because then there is a regulator out there who is ready to crack the whip.
You as a brother, does it give you confidence?
No,
but you as a brother, you and I, your reality, your day-to-day reality, when you see institutions being closed all around you, does it give you confidence? Does it give you confidence immediately? Maybe a long-term effect. But immediately, my confidence. It doesn't give you confidence.
Marty James Kwabena Fede. Also, Obi ask Nana for his own nickname. And our nickname is
Well, me a Big Nana. We are from Big Nana.
Big Nana.
He a boxer from Shanton. And honorable Shug Knight.
Or the real message now, but also to agree with Nana for real, Professor Ha Jun Chang's kicking away the ladder explains how the West did so much to save and keep their systems, yet they turned round to ask us not to do them. They are up there kicking away the ladder that took them there, and we are following them without questioning. This financial sector reform must be looked at with Ghana's interest. James Kwabena Bonfe with this. Honorable Sam George, quickly, in a minute, or reaction, Fabra and your next issue. So, why? Quickly.
Me the text me actual.
Me akrobi so the text abo. Also me read the days to Obi.
Okay.
Me our friend Tycoon, the nickname is Tycoon. Yeah. Also Oluzu 10,000. And another brothers who lose 50,000 in 2014 to Noble Dreams Microfinance in Kumasi.
Noble Dream.
And the government then did nothing for us to get our monies. And we are talking about people losing their jobs. Obi, don't anger some of us.
Oh, now losing jobs on your losing jobs on your okay, the only point there in 2014 he lost money.
Yeah.
When you see it is a man for a will be losing a juma on fine.
Or losing Iska.
On way losing Iska.
Yes.
Okay, I get your point.
Or support.
Yeah, in support of our
Obi, I had to read it.
Me the text messages be actual. Bank baako ya consolidate womo womo say consolidated bank no or say contractors womo ya government contractors ya mo contractors ejum sika over 300 about 300 million Ghana cedis. Now womo say, and we can always verify this, Minya George Ekasa no or say ye ma womo time to recapitalize womo na womo recapitalizing. It's not true.
Oh.
The consolidation, the collapse of some of the banks happened before the deadline for recapitalization.
Those were the first two.
Sure.
Omomudi are not part of the consolidated bank. And no. GCB.
But the first two.
Yeah.
GCB. So what are we talking about? Because we didn't call them consolidated banks. We still collapsed two banks ahead of the deadline for recapitalization.
But more reasons was not because they couldn't recapitalize.
No. But the point I'm making here is you closed down Unibank and UT Bank because of their capital adequacy ratio.
Capital Bank.
UT and Capital. Because of their capital adequacy ratio. And yes, sir.
Ekosiisen on
if you go and do
Asempa
recapitalization of the bank and raise money, won't your capital adequacy ratio go up? Yambisa Yahon say, if we are applying the law, selective justice of Bank of Ghana, Prudential Bank, the Bank of Ghana's own reports, Prudential Bank's capital adequacy ratio was in the negative. It was worse than some of the banks that were collapsed. Prudential Bank. Why was Prudential Bank left? Prudential Bank's books were not good. They were worse than some of the banks that were collapsed. We are in this country, the Bank of Ghana report says it. So on what basis did they leave Prudential Bank? We see what for taxpayers' money. And I will save. And what is Ghanaian banks so now woman Sahel Sahara, Ghanaian bank. Sahel Sahara,
but Ghana will interest to them. Ghana as a country has interest.
Sahel Sahara, Ghanaian bank, any foreign ownership.
Libya, I think, has the highest.
Fantastic.
Shares, and Ghana has.
What for Ghanaian taxpayers' money? Eddie Bois Sahel Sahara to stay up. One for Sasikano Ambwa GN Bank, and one from Sasikana Ambwa Royal Bank. One for Sasikana Ambwa Heritage Bank. They are 100% Ghanaian owned, and a Unibank. But with the Yesika, you are taking our taxpayers' money through Ghana Amalgamated Trust, GAT, 2 billion. With the command Libyan Bank, you are using it to keep Sahel Sahara going. Sahel Sahara did not meet the capitalization requirement. So what is going on in the country? Go for football now, buying a ball. And like Nana mentioned, or no onboarding because of his relationship. But tell me, catch and say, Obaya and Miss Reno, me catch and say, elections have consequences. From GN Bank, over the woman by GN Savings and Loans. And chairwoman, the one called GN No. Because you see, at the end of the day, listen. In my constituency alone, I can count close to 7 branches of GN Bank.
They have over 300 around the country.
Absolutely. They brought banking to the doorstep of the Ghanaian person. Bebia, Barclays and BBA Bank. The best they did was to put an ATM machine at Def Traco. A one here omo. Yanya here we craft in there and here omo. So banks that are going and taking business banking. Dr. Baumiasi or per se every Ghanaian by the end of 2018 will have a bank account. Is that promise? No, so hey, we here. I don't need Chinese.
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
The banks that are doing those things, you are collapsing those banks, and you are telling me, sir, you take my taxpayers' money and give it to a Libyan bank to keep the Libyan bank going. Now we say, "Mama Minkasa." Now me beside we question, sir. We say, "Adena Mekasa." There's a way that cement right unto a man, but the end thereof is destruction. We a Bible, because at the end of the day, we say, "Nyawe no, and we." Bible biom catch say all things may be appropriate, but not everything is relevant.
Yes.
Ultima say, ente would the fan say who ye nya wo pe 2 minute crowd collapse Ghanaian businesses. But my challenge to government is if you had paid Ghanaian contractors who owe the Ghanaian banks. But
your point about collapse Ghanaian businesses, is it fair to the Bank of Ghana?
Why is it not fair? If the Bank of Ghana can choose which Ghanaian bank to collapse and not collapse, fair.
Reasons. The reasons did not include
what is the reason Prudential Bank was not collapsed? I'm mentioning the names of banks because this is not me saying. It's in the MPC's, the Bank of Ghana's whole report. I am asking again. Say on what basis now? What collapsing Ghanaian banks? And a Libyan bank? From our Ghanaian taxpayers' money. Again, don't discount.
Finally,
yes, for the microfinances with the Commando Ayawaso West Wagon style of confidence building, Bank of Ghana, your banks no. It has created fear and panic in our banking sector. And when you see microfinance institutions that are struggling and you are calling them insolvent, it's because you have not gone around cleaning up the sector in a way that will engender confidence. George say there's confidence in our financial sector, and he's citing the last bond. The last bond, you had it oversubscribed because the US government had taken a policy decision 2 weeks before you issued your bond, saying that they were going to do tapering. They were not increasing policy rates. And everybody knows, anybody who understands the financial markets knows that anytime the Fed raises interest rates, everybody withdraws money from emerging markets and sends it to the US. It's a safe place. Once they start dropping rates, they move it out again and bring it here. So that is why you had an oversubscription. It was not rocket science. Okay. But if you tell me that in the banking sector there is confidence, Masa, go and talk to people in the banks. Ask them how much money is coming. Even the Nigerian banks, the foreign banks. Ask them how many people are bringing money to banks.
How do you juxtapose that with the fact that FDIs now is on the rise? FDI
is not going to the bank alone. No. FDI is basically remittances. And most of these remittances are done using the SWIFT transfers, MoneyGram, Western Union. So you are able to track the quantum. Okay. But when I get a Western Union, it doesn't mean I'm putting it in the banking sector. I go to the bank, withdraw the money, and I may not put it in my bank account. I take it home and put it under my bed.
Okay, my men because we have to move to other issue which is also equally important. Now, to me the home come many honorable George Ebeshas here because of Kasaya. But Susie Herbal Center say we bema na Junso mu yare how o Junso a utumuza wo bre ansa na wa Junso ote yawo ewo wo Junso mu ama wonsanka CB men capsules no ebi na fe CB women capsules nso ye ma ede so your bar na ojonso mo bre unya burning sensation say ojonso a ne nyina unya CB women capsules e betu ase e de ama be to no Ghana e bia obenya biato mo amopedo do atuni de 0247 111 671 na one woni nkomo Susie Herbal Center se Ghana ma ene merime nyinara eda mo ase ma menhwe we nso saso say ene won insecticide spray ene mosquito coil no boa for papa saso edian ubia aje atom, and it's a reliable and trusted brand as far as insecticide spray and mosquito coil are concerned. The one is saso pepa choye coil no very effective impungusie bija okata ene etipaye biara na ema wo dem nso ehwam, and please don't compromise on quality, insist on saso osi komen tontom preko ene Trelidor Ghana nso se wasi fie na wie o pebogla proofing papa no e was on Trelidor edin komo ye ton safety gate ye window grills nioma bebre be ma wo fie yetimi abo ho ban kama e de amount Trelidor Ghana ena eton friend 0561 2424 na yentio na afi ye behwe ne yetimi aboa e wasa kwan ma menkan messages be mi no mi ensem na afi memra honorable George Andah we say the revocation of the licenses of 347 microfinance companies is a step in the right direction. Suffice it to say, the receiver must prioritize prosecution of the owners and directors of these institutions. You may recall that Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta disclosed before Parliament sometime last year that the collapse of some 7 banks cost the government 9.9 billion Ghana cedis. And here we are today with government having to pump in another 900 million Ghana cedis to salvage the situation, all because some people didn't do their work properly. Clearly, Dr. Kofi Wampa and Dr. Nasir Wisahaku, former governors of BOG, were just issuing licenses to these institutions with careless abandon and must be called for questioning. Isn't it intriguing that a country with a population of 30 million people has over 500 microfinance companies? We have a long way to go. Say Obama, Pokwase. The honor they are braying, and I think I saw one here from we say Honorable Sam George is not telling us the truth. I withdrew about 15,000 Ghana this last Friday at the airport branch to clear my debt. Samuel Brian Boabing, and he withdrew from Bank Bain and no boy.
And that's how Brown Bobbing. When you're 15,000 or withdraw. Presidential fund number 724.
Juma before presidential.
Oh, no problem. Maybe in America.
Mate.
And no, to be catch we'll call you 15,000.
Mate.
Our branch bay.
Indeed, excessive propaganda can make some of the NDC members. Prophet Sam George should note that the Almighty God is a perfect God and cannot be outwitted by emotional appeal and deceptive posturing. Kabiesi was secondly. Let me come to you, Honorable George Andah. But I've gotten this statement and so from Bank of Ghana. I hear that there is a fine on Barclays Bank Ghana Limited. And I hear it's for making frivolous quotes on Ghana's interbank foreign exchange market. And this action is in breach of the Ghana Interbank Forex Market Conduct Rules. In the Namsoma, you're finding on 4.579256 million Ghana cedis. And on the Honorable Andah,
Electoral Commission, they know where.
No, I've not gotten there. I'll read it very soon.
Electoral Commission, they've suspended the registration.
Honorable, in the number second issue, say AD area exhaust and it will be quickly.
Okay.
Still.
Let me pede me bon.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
The cleanup of the banking sector not necessary. Obviously, previous administration and the previous governor and management of the Bank of Ghana, to them, Nanarican, they were trying to kill a cat in a different way. The cat wasn't killed. Sisiano, you kill cat. Into the fact that there are different ways of killing a cat. At the end of the day, as an the cat to be killed. And then the system that we've put in place, clean up now that in place and we kill cat. On the fact that ne principal, ne institution are involved into or there or show some emotions about it. I mean, in as much as Yerkano in Kofusu freedom banks and will suffer. The depositors were done banks and so will suffer. Until are they take steps and other government Bank of Ghana will take the necessary steps. Was it 2 years? Some George na some na Kano. Message one cause I would text messages in P in Kofu P. Was them or can on cheddar in the case. Until I don't know where some George is getting his from. The bank account and problem one home. Until Uncle Shana on CC that problem with the bank account.
Asempa FM.
Na obisa there a prudential bank abezintine Prudential Bank is still where operate. The fact of the matter, that report no make reference to. Some judge or I'm only reading in totality. Okay, no reading end to end. Mama on for one sentence more and then on more orca. I'm saying reporting. No, the Prudential Bank was solvent. Okay, but no when you adequate funds. It's a banking you're solvent. The banking you're solvent. No when you adequate funds. Of course, they have to be. No, please.
No, Maninue. Why you? And so can. Or next issue now, you can react to that quickly now.
That was the issue in an orca about some banks where license or withdraw where licensing. Them banks and where licensing was withdrawn before the end of the capitalization process because where shareholders no one to meet even the minimum capital adequacy of 10% before the bad loans provision. These are facts of the matter. Okay, these are facts of the matter. These are facts on the ground. Inti mama yamfa my pede ye choosing. AB send a text message. No, there. Some George na bredo. Another na ban na bredo.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
No say ano Lucy said 10,000. My name is Lucy another 5,000.
Yeah, no more dream.
50. It's a fact of the matter. What did they do about it? What did they do about it? No, what did they do about it? So all those people that were suffering, CCI generic you collapse Ghanaian businesses just to try and create hatred. It's not necessary. Okay, when you focus on the issue, okay, sometimes you take decisions. Na yaza oye magana, nya yen so yen sim na yen ma oye for Ghana. When you there, you be trying to play politics and na yes be propaganda. Or on things like that. It's not right.
Okay. Honorable Mahama Arega issues. No, but a statement from the Electoral Commission of Ghana. Also, upcoming limited voters registration exercise Monday, 3rd June 2019, which is today. Also, the Electoral Commission wishes to announce for the information of the general public that in view of a pending injunction seeking to restrain the Commission from holding the limited voters registration exercise. Slated for the 7th of June to the 27th of June 2019, the upcoming registration exercise has been put on hold until further notice. The Commissioner will announce a new date shortly. Any inconvenience caused is deeply regretted. And this is signed by Mrs. Sylvia Ano of the Electoral Commission and a contacting. So the Tennessee Electoral Commission limited registration exercise and I was on the 7th of Bosumiya Yewumi na ebewie 27th no Electoral Commission say Asempa kwa kopiemu ewo court pay injunction the ato sa exercise ni nyina so Indian Amsoma Electoral Commission so matwa sensan ho kakra na emrepam no mo the new date ebeba ababa betudwa and we ne the yensaka every the Electoral Commission of Ghana Honorable Andah, on your colleague Mahama Ayarega and the one
discuss
abada
easy
oh monso mobile you can push something in. Mahama Ayarega, your thoughts on special prosecutor and send some and yeah, 5 minutes each.
Obi, I'm there. Honorable Mahama Ayarega, maintains there personally. Maintains the work case. Okay, the privilege.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Parliament, another Ifri Parliament, police for in arrest or no. I know in trade say police for another say criminal prosecution it take place. Ne we invite wa ebeke there idebi wo hwa Parliament into aneze imba. Oye courtesy war extend the will be bisa Speaker, the more permission nebra, and there were more advance notice. Now, in this in particular case, or a criminal prosecution in our take, may I show that a becay, no, a bit ma a case no, a Boku Central MPP, Adamu
Sakande.
Yeah. Adamu Sakande. no or MPP member of parliament or ayariga ni anobo to ayariga fi honorable ayariga fi ho Adamu Sekande apparently no wo dual citizenship inti ekwafu bi ankofu believe there no ayariga ni nkofo perception or minimum so yampa and was it Asabno court
on Asempa FM.
Adamu Sekande so a member of parliament na court in Wozi Damasam no anamobwa
Yes.
Court in Damasam no wo jail in 2 years and when no a beneficiary Mahama Yaiga no be a beneficiary. So what is he talking about? Number 2, Honorable Dan Abudapi. Honorable Dan Abudapi. Time ni case started, no. Say he's not a member of parliament. Not a member of parliament in the way jailing. Until there are precedents there. The fact that he a member of parliament and only trade that he above the law. Okay? Only trade that he above the law. And in any case, no, he has not been proven guilty yet. The issue is that go to court and go and prove court and go prove we innocence. You can deal with the matter. Okay, but them run now or can say bow me so be face due process into I'm in nanka make it and there look down back and forth in ya no here. Speaker my permission ma honorable Mahama Yariga court and neko prove we innocence in the law court. And let's move on.
Okay. And you are in support of Omoeka se Onyai letters from
Mammo 2 cases. One of them that is believed to have been instigated by the same person or resist legal process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of them I don't know a beneficiary as a result of them court
incarceration.
That incarceration no or a beneficiary. Or believe that damn as or illegal or taking up the opportunity or happen. So believe in the court process abating the opportunity ba happen ne predis nipa no botun na nipa no o breachy constitution no nipa krono wanyen court the we in fee a member of parliament we in fee parliament no na yaga be beneficiary in bill abating na yaga one kede on contest. You cannot take it. You cannot decide there. Or your papa more and say ma on your more and say if you don't more into you cannot you won't accept it. You have been a direct beneficiary of the same process. You were a direct beneficiary of the same process. So what are you talking about? If you feel that you are innocent, go and prove your case in the exactly. And it's on here. There's music in the constitution in bay. But the standing orders in bay. A be able to match baby our constitution and not standing orders and on trend baby our the member of parliament say you're involved in criminal case. You are indemnified and you will not be able you only the echo. Ne sebi your parliament. I'm Sam George your parliament ne another member of parliament ba no the itu oba ne or start the O2 or chamber ho not a member of parliament nti ya be kede mama ni pa in go through prosecution Adam Masemati be that
about George and Daniel. Now, not for it on this issue. Ne pereka isi dene kakra, but
the parliament ni issue. No? Question is under Pacho speaker releasing her.
For now, the SP wrote to the speaker, but he copied Mahama Ayariga. And Mahama Ayariga, upon receipt of silence and no reply SP, no. But we've not heard from the speaker officially.
Because there. To get a member of parliament out and to deal with them, you have to write to the
officially,
speaker.
To the speaker.
Now, if you are copied in a letter, if the speaker won't respond to the letter as to release you or that the police is looking for you, until you go and listen to what they say or whatever it is, because the interpretation, in past years, as you are attending parliament.
Or coming out of parliament,
or within parliament and all of those things. The first point of call is speaker. That I say. And these provisions of protection, the member of parliament is not seen as quote unquote you and I. If police is fair, we just go. But members of this August House, there seems to be a process. And if the Speaker has not spoken, because if the Speaker who is presiding over you says that, my brother, I will call Nekwete Asempa or can matro there go, then you say you won't go. Only a whole different case.
Yeah.
But I think that until the Speaker releases you because they are not as you and I, that police then you go. So I want to hear and listen through that process as to what the Speaker will say in releasing you.
But even if the Speaker should release him,
honestly,
within the right to determine, because you want to represent his
honestly, and I'm surprised today what respond to a letter that he was copied to. Mama can it matter? Enka trainer speaker enkasa. Then after the Speaker has given a directive one way or the other, then if you put appeal to the Speaker on his issues now, then you deal with the Speaker. But it seems too preemptive. I think that why jump with the gun in that area? Why jump with the gun in responding to a letter that you're copying? When I'm CC'd in a letter, I'm not a primary respondent. Respondent is the person that has been addressed to. I think I'm in Pakron Kasa. Or Kasavia, then also views on the matter, no, you can put it on the table. And for you to jump and say, or when I say, we are not even talking about anything about substantive of any case. So, yeka procedural. Yeah. And then on a procedural basis, the Speaker, the law accords the honorable members of Parliament for whom the Speaker is in charge of to make a pronouncement one way or the other. Then I'm sure that if you don't agree with the Speaker's pronouncements, there might be some internal redresses to be seek to deal with the Speaker on that level. One, the Speaker has not spoken. He was CC'd in a letter. A primary respondent of the letter, any primary respondent of the letter. I would like to wait and listen to Asempa,
to the Speaker first.
What the Speaker will say. Then after the Speaker, Bekasan, then on a response to what my Speaker now can. Now you interrogate those systems. Now you apply some of the rules and conventions of Parliament. Now you share where the mazing are situated. That to me are a purely procedural matter. Purely procedural.
Yeah.
And from a procedural point of view, if the Speaker has not spoken, then definitely he will not respond to the security agency or the judiciary process or whatever it is.
But we're making intentions clear.
Whatever,
even if the Speaker should speak,
any
decision here.
That place, we all, I think, my personal thoughts, my mom from margin, there on that score, also or you're wrong. As I say, because right now, per the laws, it is the Parliament that must release you to go through this process.
What law?
By convention,
because
by convention, say as a special look.
It was just a service immunity.
If it was
in serving you, they want them immunity.
And I'm there in serving you, because of the conditions that God going to, coming from, in pursuit of work and doing and all of those things, in serving you, it seems that you are in perpetual serving mode until they go on recess. As I say, that has been the convention. So to be released from service, it is the Speaker that, because if you haven't attended Parliament and Parliament wants to take a decision on you on your absenteeism, you can be held for that.
Yeah,
that is why That is why, in the wisdom of all of this, when the speaker is the one that can say you are exempted from coming to parliament, that this law from you coming 15 days will not catch you.
Another issue because it's been tested in court. My court ruling there. Then if say MP Krono wait the 15 days now, and as Osha obey the 15 days absenteeism now, then he should get out of parliament. And in the case of Amuaten, it happened. He had to step down.
Amuaten issue, he didn't have any excuse.
Which is
he had been held on a drug-related.
No, but the point is the speaker granted him that special permit, and somebody went to court. There, the speaker need them power, There after 15 days, because the law is clear. There 15 days absenteeism, you should be out of the house. And he was eventually
he was
kicked
also
out.
not personally around to have come to parliament.
Yes.
To have faced any of the subcommittees or whatever thereof to make a case.
Yeah.
That automatically precludes him from the process.
Yeah.
That's what I say. There was a human factor of inability to also show. This one, you are here in the jurisdiction of Ghana. You are here. You can go to the parliament there to go and make your case. You see, so it's a strictly procedural matter that does not deal with the substantive of the case. I think it ain't must speak a casa. Then whatever it is that you want to take on the speaker or the system or the constitution or the standing orders of whatever it is, then you can be able to apply. But for you to say that you won't, then the system can also compel you to
come.
Yes, so you can't have your own prerogatives as to what your guidelines or your own set of laws and rules should be. It is subject to that of the big book.
The constitution of the
yes. And the rules of parliament, the August House that you belong to. So I don't know when the speaker has not made any pronouncements.
Why?
When you have majority leaders, minority leaders, you have all type of subcommittees and processes that you can seek redress in. I think you should wait, listen to the pronouncements, and then know how to use the system to get your voice heard within the August House of Parliament before you even touch the external factors of the court or whatever SP issues or whatever it is. So I just think my brother has a right, but he should wait to listen to what the speaker says.
The speaker will say,
and then he can push his rights and his cause.
Some many Professor Kweku Azadi in Komo, and he made some interesting legal argument, to counter Nsemana Honorable Mahama Ayarega. I mean, him ultimately interview now, but I don't know from the word go things. Honorable Ayarega is wrong on this one.
Professor Kweku Azadi, I have quite some respect for his understanding of legal jurisprudence. However, he's not the know-it-all and say-it-all.
Of course.
There have been times when he's been proven wrong on his interpretation of the law, which is normal for anybody who is a student of the law. I caught a little part of, and I thought, at a point in time, he had become very pedestrian and was playing to the gallery when he was saying, doctors here, Juma, teachers here, Juma, so why should MPs? He's a professor of the law. He knows the constitution is what gives MPs, and Ayarega was not arrogating that to himself to say he was special. It is the constitution. If the constitution gives doctors that right, nobody can take it away from them. So part of the interview, for me, I thought Kekwaza was just playing to the gallery and he was just trying to stoke up emotions, and the usual hang the parliamentarian. MPs are always across board, always attacked and hanged. I thought it was unnecessary. It took away from some of the fine legal arguments he made. Look, when you read 117, 118, 119, and it talks about
and
immunity.
122.
122 is more about contempt.
More about contempt, yes, of parliament.
About the immunities of a member of parliament. See, the immunities, our argument now is being made, it's immunity of service and not immunity of prosecution. I disagree.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. What is prosecution?
Okay, the service would have to begin first.
You can't prosecute anybody without service. Prosecution is what we call due process. You start with the service of summons, and then the person makes appearance in court. Then the person is given a defense opportunity.
Yeah.
Then if there's the need for cross-examination, all of that goes on. That is what we call prosecution.
On Asempa
What initiates prosecution is service. So once the Constitution is precluding you from service, except you are saying, the immunity is a part of the whole. But the Constitution doesn't give...
the service preclusion, specific. On your way from, on your way to.
So read Ayariga's statement. He specifies the days that Parliament sits.
Yes.
And says Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And any other day the Speaker will so desire, with the exclusion of a holiday.
Of public holidays.
You get it?
Yeah.
Because he's been mindful of 117. It is 117 that spells out, in the exercise of his parliamentary duties on his way within the precincts of Parliament. Yeah. Fantastic. For me, as a student of legal jurisprudence,
or say I can come to court on any other day when Parliament is not sitting. Absolutely. That is a Monday.
Na Monday I didn't court in Monday. You understand me? This is fantastic legal gymnastics, and for me, I'm happy. Ayariga has filed a suit. I don't know if you're aware.
On this?
Today. Wako Court is going to court to invoke the original jurisdiction of the court to say that the High Court to say that, in fact, the court should strike out his countersuit. The court should strike out the suits against him by Martin Amidu, because Martin Amidu, by the laws of Ghana, by the Constitution of Ghana, is not constitutionally mandated or it is not constitutionally clothed with the powers to prosecute him, because Martin Amidu is in excess of 65 years, and that the Constitution states that every public servant must not go beyond 65.
But that case originally said
there's a case Ayine has over there.
Yeah.
This one Ayariga has gone to challenge in reference to his suit. So the court will have to listen to that. And that's what I'm saying. We have interesting times. And if you read the last paragraph of Ayariga's
the writing of epistles,
or see, we'll have epistles. For me, I'm not going to go into the fine details here. I'm going to let it play out. I mean, there's a question of even the speaker's power. Is the speaker's power absolute? And he raises that point in one of the paragraphs. Yeah. Because if you, the Constitution is minded to ensure that even the president of this country does not have absolute power. That no citizen of this country should have absolute power. Because absolute power invested in one individual could be used arbitrarily. Yeah. So then he makes the reference that if the speaker is granted absolute power to determine the waiver of your immunity,
he can connive with the executive and get you out
and become arbitrary. Yeah. Okay. And that is why that does not mean that the speaker does not have the power to issue a certificate waiving your immunity. But what it then means is that is not final. It then means that as an MP, you can now go and invoke the original jurisdiction of the court to challenge the speaker's waiver of your immunity and establish for the court that the speaker's waiver is arbitrary and capricious. So you get the point I'm making. Say, this is not a straightforward, and then speaker betro. Now I can say he's waived the immunity. Then it means that they can say Ayariga. No. Other MPs may not have chosen to test the law. And for me, I am not saying, testing the law will mean getting what you want from the court. But I'm saying that it's beautiful for us, after 25 years of having this book, this living document, we are testing the provisions of it and see. I mean, what is stopping the Electoral Commission from going ahead with this thing is a test of
the law,
the Constitution. Which must say, after the Electoral Commission said we won't do, then they said, we'll do with 1,000 more. Now they say we are putting it on hold. It's a test of the law. For me, as a member of Parliament, I mean, it's interesting. There's been a lawsuit against me, a civil suit by Media House, and it went on my blind side. They claimed they didn't know where to serve me, a member of Parliament. They went ahead and secured judgment in court.
Ex parte?
Yes, because there was a default judgment. Now the question I would ask is that valid? Because I am immune from service of civil and criminal prosecution. So if you wanted to file a civil prosecution, did you seek leave of the speaker? No.
But the court ruled.
The court went ahead and ruled. So, but you see, the media house has chosen not to pursue it.
Okay.
And so for me, I mean, it's fine. But it was an open window for me on appeal to quash that ruling of the High Court and say the High Court had no business entertaining that case in the first place. You understand me?
Once there's a ruling. I think that
it's in my interest to go ahead and do that.
It can be referred to
subsequently.
Subsequently.
I get it. But I'm just establishing the fact, say, some of these things give us room. Because you go to Parliament, you are told during orientation, there's immunity, you read the Constitution, there's immunity. But nobody has really tested it this way. I don't think that, I mean, there's the letter and the spirit of the law. That's one of the things we're taught in law class 101. I don't want to believe, and I can't believe, that the framers of the 1992 Constitution intended for 275 Ghanaians to be above prosecution. No. And I don't want to believe Ayariga is even suggesting that MPs are above prosecution. However, it just creates a certain layer of immunity. It's the same reason why you cannot prosecute the president whilst in office and for a period of 3 years. You understand me? You have a period of 3 years post his office to prosecute him. If the 3 years lapses, you can't prosecute him again. You understand me? So
no, I think it's after 3 years.
After 3
you
years,
you can prosecute him after 3 years of leaving office.
But you see, there's a reason why all of these safeguards have been put in. It is not to say that the president is above prosecution. If you even watch the US, which has a very expansive legal jurisprudence, you heard what Mueller said. Mueller said that he did not find Trump innocent. But as a special prosecutor, it does not lie within his remit to proffer criminal charges. It is only the Congress of the US that can go ahead. And so he basically is asking Congress, do your work. It is the same way here in Ghana. You cannot just wake up and sue a president. You cannot wait. That is why even when John Mahama was sitting as president and he wanted to be joined
in the
election petition, you saw that there was a question about all of that. Could he, as president, be a respondent in the case and all of that? So
that's beautiful argument and all of that. You bet me ahama on the procedural issue. Said here Nana Kaya no baby I say in the court of public opinion. I know for more as politicians, no, that is very important. The court of public opinion. And if you know, say you have a case relative to the specific case, a special prosecutor, they call court now. Go to court and exonerate yourself. Because as long as you play on the procedural issue, I'm not for a dream by one say, not just a way, or so far can be it
is not.
Let me just we'll be some question. You see, the Ayariga versus Amedu issue. It's not just law. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. It is not just law. There are personal issues. We can choose to play the ostrich. But if you just go back and take Martin Amedu's vetting and watch it. And those who know the issue understand what I'm saying. Yes, there's a court of public opinion. But at times, individuals choose to want to settle a certain score a certain way. And it gets to a certain stage where someone feels like, okay, I've given this person so much respect. Okay, let's play your way. That is basically that's what Ayariga is basically saying, that look, we are all from Boku, a war, play the pistol battle. He's throwing a challenge. So you realize that it is more about, okay, let's stretch the procedure. He's no longer thinking about the court of public opinion. Is that the best position? I'm not in a position to pass judgment on that. But I think that in all of this discourse, what cannot be lost on the public is the fact that there is a certain personal undertone to what is going on. Ask yourself, of all the cases that have come before the special prosecutor, is it a case of 30,000 Ghana cedis? That is the most stringent of all. That the special prosecutor has also taken special. I'm not saying that it is not a case he should prosecute, but I'm saying should that be the poster case? It tells you there's more to it. And those who are part of understand it, maybe off air. I mean,
Obi. Yes. I'm the honorable Sam George. The Asamna was our ban. Ado buemu. Because intum engma sabi ikasa na yentase. Okay, once is about no idea. Once is about boy asem mu.
Okay,
personal issue.
What personal issue? Obi, I was expecting there for the benefit of all listeners. No, Ibo push some George Mawaka Asam no, and with all due respect, is really means there or fair. There, so I know access to some information. I to any access to information. There, Aman Kwanma Waka Asem Neweja Asem order.
I made reference to the vetting, which to
the vetting,
and even when maybe you didn't watch the vetting. Some of the issues played out there. They played out, and that's public knowledge. So that's what I'm saying. It's fair for me to make reference because at least that has played out.
Miss the boy Asam Numu. Okay, number two. Honorable Ayariga has been a beneficiary of an MP who went through who stood trial.
No question.
Okay,
about that.
Say if he believes the member of parliament into me stand trial, then it means that he's being a bit two-faced because you were a beneficiary of that person.
He's not said a member of parliament should not stand trial. He's only challenging the dates.
The dates, okay.
So let's be fair to him.
David dates, no, us the even say speaker, my permission.
Okay,
inherently in the letter there are some. No, because
you say because even when the speaker gives the certificate, he can go for a judicial review of the speaker.
Okay. So what say speaker ma permission the qua, okay, or a courtesy that has been extended
to you.
It must sebi say order in a police for wako nifia obakede nindem wako parliament.
No,
so he can still be arrested.
Who fear the asset?
Yes. So it's not the issue. The issue that round a person now there open door throwing. I'm review. A person also open door throw. But my try person but at the end of the day, or a servant of the people of Ghana. Okay. And we believe there, as far as Parliament is concerned, and even for the matter of the NDC, will show a certain level of. I mean, you say when you're intolerant and now there being difficult, okay, but on your good, okay, it's an Americano. Say in him there was some there. In him there I benefit from that process. I business is a can see. Inti Obi, my Samjo don't boy some in here into some no.
Mate, Sam John, put on
Sam John, never saw any super good there.
Big Nana. What besides the for the Big Nana?
Big Nana.
Papa John, yeah, boxer from Chateau, honorable boxer from Chateau. Obi.
Yes.
Oh, this. Oh, there was a Kanamin Kebi Amambuno fire. Ebini. Oh, there all the views are Yacha at the end of the day, the showdown at the OK Koran, no,
yeah.
Then you will reach a point in speak about the pronouncements. And then whatever that obviously nature, so you better niga gymnastics, acrobatics, obabum. But as a crime, the fact that the Constitution already this somehow protectionist clause like for MPs now, presidents now, some of these things now. Until they, so which means they're only straightforward like hey, police is afraid face issue. I'm interested in the procedure. We are interested about Mesa democratic dispensation in Mubayedzin or strengthen. Na no set precedents actually issues never me, I still stand by it today. No reply, no premature. The speaker in Kase. Speaker in Kase. You that you can invoke, you can do it. But speaker in Kase, after the speaker speaks, let's see how the legal system will react to you. let's see how I also unyamanyama ebeyano so obe play out. Na yinyira yen hwe because me sure that parliamentarians they are watching it.
Also, it's an interesting case.
A very interesting case. Obia the best ni kotodwem na ade na wa hwe kwana ono so the bobo ho ban moving forward.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
At the chronos there, no one is above the law.
Yeah.
We'll find a prima facie case against him. What will move with the case?
Yeah.
As part of the case, or they invoke certain processes. Why invoke the process?
In fact, the case is in court. In the Ochanana, ideally, Ochanana order and Kawako court.
By Speaker and Cassette.
Yeah, Speaker and Cassette.
You see, the although he's not the Oga Kota and all, you seek direction also from him. And the Speaker and also, the history of the good Professor Michael Quay in relation to strengthening the institution of Parliament. What draw extensively on it that the Parliament cannot become an appendix
of the executive,
a poodle of the executive. As I say, and here is a man and his history in terms of as a political scientist, in terms of as a lawyer, and as in terms of strengthening the institutions of states, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary, and separating it and strengthening it. Here, whilst he has spoken extensively on it, he has written on it, he has given presentations on it. And also, yes, the speaker's reaction to the entire system, and also how he's positioning himself in relation to the two other arms that is there with him. As I say, everybody is also watching the history of a political scientist.
Yeah.
What speakingly, what throw a lot on the issue. President, Professor Nokade, the executive is so powerful in the legislature that the executive determines the seating arrangement in Parliament. The king's men sit in the front in Parliament. This is attributed to Professor Michael Quay. And how the good professor, with all his knowledge, his legal luminary, his political scientist, a practitioner in the political space, is going to juggle all of this and come out with a pronouncement. But in
this case, no, between the legislature and judiciary, not the executive.
No.
And why?
Not necessarily.
Okay, because of the appointment from Martin Amidu. Okay, I get you. But at the end of the day, if someone sermons are or an order from the Chief Justice for you to appear,
I'm not going to do that discussion. The discussion now, Mary any day. Yes, the discussion now, Mary any day. The legislature as a body, being led by Speaker Professor Michael Quay, political scientist, legal luminary, practitioner in the political space. Yes, also no response
to this,
because the person who has spoken that the legislature must be strengthened, there's autonomy and there's this and that, and then he's talked about the power of the executive reaching into the legislature so much so that the sitting arrangement in Parliament is determined by the executive. Attributed to the good professor. And yes, what the good professor has to tell us. I am interested in this as a case study. The good professor Nankasa, so his history, na NEPED degree and everything. It's also on the line.
On the line, relative to this issue.
Yes.
Sam, wait there, 1 minute. Sorry, why am I
Obi, very important point he makes, because we need to look at Parliament as an institution that's supposed to be independent. Now there be especially Speaker Utie ni Abraya Fan Speaker, his inaugural statement in Parliament. He spoke about strengthening the institution of Parliament. You want to see how he's going to move on this, Utimas here, because it's going to set a precedent on how we are going to be allowing the use of executive power and even judicial review of parliament. We'll call UK, for example, this battle between, even in their case, the judiciary and parliament, the legislative. Abra Obiko Court, a challenge, an act of parliament and an act of the executive. World War I and World War II, forceful appropriation of people's property without payment of compensation. Nipano Court to sue the executive, which is the prime minister, for appropriating, using the Wartime Act to appropriate the property as a use for military offense without paying him any compensation. Or in any case, the prime minister went to parliament and used parliament to pass a law,
Ekosiisen on Asempa,
a new bill to say that they passed a new war act, that amended war act that gave government the power of the UK to appropriate your thing without giving you any compensation. In challenge, affront between executive. And so you can have the judiciary pass a ruling, and don't forget that sources of law, one of it is judicial ruling. So you can see parliament decide to also use this power, and use the executive also use parliament to counter the judiciary. So we want to see how this plays out. For me, I believe that Ayariga has not stated anywhere, say on court.
Okay.
The issues are there. Ebase Obeko Kokota, he will have his day in court. But like I'm saying, nobody has absolute power. Not even the speaker has absolute power to hand him over. Because when the speaker chooses to hand him over, and that is what he implies in the statement, say he has the power, still has the inherent right to go and seek judicial review of the speaker's decision. Okay. And I mean, like I said, it is interesting times. We will see how it will play out. I mean, there's even these new cases filed about the legitimacy of the suit in itself. Interesting times.
It's been an exciting show. Medamunyina Ase, Honorable Sam George, a member of Parliament, Ningo Pram constituency.
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
I'm not for real director of operations. I'm a Progressive People's Party. Big Nana. Big Nana. Papa Preko. Party Papa.
What's the explain? Big Nana, don't explain Big Nana.
Yeah, the nickname no.
Onka Hushe.
And
I know super there. No super there. Sam George, opere Speaker of Parliament, ma approve Asara.
Not comparing to pass the